Hello, welcome to Vinyl Grandad. I know what you're thinking. Have I been here too long? If my recommended has taken me to this type of content, what am I doing? Should I be going outside, doing something productive with my life? You probably should, to be perfectly honest. But I'm going to be here anyway, just chatting about some records and the music that I love and just sharing some stories about it. And I'm going to start with the first record that I ever got in my collection, and that is Frank by Amy Winehouse. One of my favourite albums of all time, 100%. Um, it was, well, yeah, it was the first record that I ever got. So got my record player, and I realised that I didn't have any records, which was a big problem with my plan. So I decided to get one, and to be perfectly honest, don't I don't remember feeling like when I got the record, I knew for me this is like one of the greatest, and I absolutely loved it. Like it was a bit of a weird choice actually with the music that I was listening to at the time, but for whatever reason, this was the one that I chose. And I didn't have any other records for about 3 weeks to a month, so I literally just sat there, came back after school every day, closed my eyes, and listened to it front to back. And that was a crazy experience. And it's so good that I have a great, vast record collection now, and I have choices. But there was always something so nice about just having that one record and just having to sit there and truly take it all in and just dive into it in a sort of like a different level than you might do normally. And that was so fun to do. And it's probably why it's become one of my favourites. Um, I'll take you through the cover quickly and stuff like that. So we just got Amy walking the dog there, very wholesome content. I feel like it's just very Amy, isn't it? Just to have something like that as the album cover. Um, just she just comes across as a very regular person, a very relatable person. We got this. I think that's from the Fuck Me Pumps video shoot on there. Just some dirty, grimy back alley with those Fuck Me Pumps on the ground, and then you just got her playing pool there, and then the lyrics on the back. It's just a black vinyl. I'm not even going to bother getting it out. No one wants to see it. No one wants their time wasted on that. But yeah, I mean, the reason that this is probably so special, obviously the lyricism, starting with she takes these core memories, these specific moments that she's walking through in her life, and just describes them so poetically to the point where you're there with her. And in a lot of writing, it's very descriptive, but I think to literally feel and be there with someone is just a different level. I think that's that writing that takes you to one of the best. That's why people connect with her music so deeply. And it's also because she's talking about love in a different way, really. Like she's down on her knees for a lot of these people. She knows that she's strong, and she shows that within her music too. But also, it's this vulnerable side that she'd also just do everything, and she's giving up everything for this other person. And the battles of that, the struggles of that, the great parts of it, just all sides of it, but just a very real, in the moment sort of thing. It feels like she's really living it, reliving it when she's writing and performing the songs, and you just go back there with her. And it's so relatable to everyone because everyone goes through love, lust, all those things, and the way that she speaks about it so intricately, just I don't know, you can't help but just being like, what the fuck, this is insane. To be perfectly honest, I mean, if you haven't actually heard this, please, please listen to it. I mean, you can do what you want, but I just think it's worth it. It's worth your time. If you're a music fan, even if you've stumbled across this and you're not even much of a music fan, you just think I'm a weird bloke with a mask on and it's kind of interesting to watch for 5 minutes. Maybe it was meant to be because this album is worth the time, in my opinion. Um, and hey, if it isn't, then you just move on. But I definitely recommend it. To be honest, there's not really too much more I have to say. Obviously, I want to give my props to Salam Remy. The production on this is so good. It's that I think when you're an artist, what you really want to be able to do is bring all your influences in and make it individual and get the best parts of everything you love and everything that makes you and put it into that core thing that makes you the individual. and she takes jazz that she has such a love for and then hip hop as well and mixes the two. And Salam Remy is such a good person to fuse those things and get that world across, I guess is the only way I could put it. Like, for example, In My Bed, that's a beat that he made for Nas originally. Made You Look is the song by him. And yeah, it's just a perfect mix of the two. It's jazz and like I heard Love Is Blind. It's just beautiful. Um, we got Moody's Mood for Love. All those things very jazzy. But then you've got In My Bed, which is more hip hop. You've got Stronger Than Me, again more upbeat. And again, all I have to say really is just it's a perfect mix of the two. The production is great. Her vocal range. I mean, I haven't even spoken about her actual voice to be honest at this point. But that is obviously just amazing, and it cuts through so nicely just into your heart. I know it's the only way I can put it. It just sounds so wet, but it's just the only way to say it. It just cuts through to a different level for me. Like, you listen to a regular song and you go, oh yeah, I relate to that. That's quite nice. But with her, you sort of sit there and you sort of start to deep your whole life and you're like, wow, these are the feelings that she's feeling and I feel the same. And maybe I should probably deal with some of this. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's obviously gone through, really thought about what it is to have all these feelings. And ever since then, I kind of did the same. I think music helps you in your life to look at yourself and look at, do you know what I mean? You hear someone else going through something, and when they're describing it perfectly back to you, you sort of realise that there's a lot of things that you're doing that you're not even consciously thinking about. And I think once you start thinking about them more, you start to understand yourself better and make your life better. And times are going to be hard, but you can just deal with them better if you understand yourself. Do you know what I mean? And how I've got here, I have no idea. But maybe this is what I was kind of expecting. I was expecting to go on a little rant, to be fair. Um, but yeah, I think I'll just end it there. Look, it's a great album. Just go and listen to it. Peace.